Hello, hello. Sorry for the funky intro. It just did not want to show it. Yeah, it was one of those things. And I am Orlando.
And I'm Kaz.
And this is your late night right. And this week, we're going to get back to the actual writing.
Yeah, what are we writing about? That's correct.
Well, we are still writing the complex, which
Uh-huh.
is a lot of fun. And tonight we're going to be sending Sean and the boys off onto their hero's journey.
Yeah, we're extending out there now. We've set a lot of groundwork in,
Mm-hmm.
setups, and it's about time. It's that time to do something. Okay.
Yeah, that it is. That it is, my friend.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what I am going to do is I'm going to throw up the actual script here, and we'll get to work on that. There
Yeah.
we go.
Up comes the words. Villain.
Alrighty. So when we finished last week, we decided to add the scene with Michael and Josie. You know, Josie being one of the bosses, the corporate bosses,
Mm-hmm.
and getting components, physical components.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. I forgot
that
about that.
yeah, and
Did
that
that.
Mike, yeah, and that Michael had connections along the lines that were different than what the corporations had, stuff like this, but it's also independent suppliers.
Mm, yeah.
So that way you've got things like clean chips without any back doors and stuff like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what he's going for, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what he's being paid to do.
Hmm.
So if you want to do it, you kind of gotta supply all the goodies and all the tech and everything that he's gonna need in order to do what they want done without anybody else knowing what they're doing.
Yes.
So, because that's the big thing here, they don't want any other corporation to find out what they're doing either. So from there, and let's see, hang on. Yeah, see, it was still daytime there. All right. So now we're gonna go to evening. Um, and Kaz and I decided that just in the last 2 minutes
Yes, we did.
that we're gonna give everybody an overview of the town
Yes.
as the lights are coming on.
Mm,
So you can see you should be able to see where all the blockades are all the way around the town.
yeah. Get a picture of it all, what they're living under in
Mm-hmm.
throughout. Mm. All right. If I get really, really close up, I can read it. Sort of.
Okay. Actually, I think that should be late evening.
Town. All right.
There we go. Um,
I just thought
now,
of
now,
Truman.
yeah, but there's two ways we can do this.
Yes.
We can do this so it shows up on the surveillance cameras, like the surveillance monitors,
Yeah.
or we can do this literal, like your drone is flying over and the lights start coming on, all the different.
I like that one.
Yeah, okay.
But then I would actually go to after you've done all that, and then show them on a nest of cameras. Sorry, monitors or something. Is that what you know?
No, no, we can do. We'll do one or the other.
What? Why? If we can't do both, I mean, is it what for the money or?
You well, technically, yeah. It's literal. It's
Yeah.
literally about the shooting. Um, because if we do not need to go back into that monitor room, and the characters that'll be in there,
Yeah. Another
we
setup. Yeah.
then we go with the drone setup where there are no
Unlike the
characters.
US.
There
Yeah.
there are no actual actors required for that part. So it'll just be clean drone shots. The sun's going down and the lights are coming on.
Well, actually, I wasn't seeing any actors in it. Just screens. That yeah, the cameras would be showing up somewhere. That's all. That's all.
Hmm. Yeah, but
I could put
instead,
three screens in my room
well, yeah, well,
and not be in it. I don't want to be in it. I
well,
just want
yes,
to
I
say,
know,
ah,
but we had,
here's what's happening. Here's the result.
yeah, I know, but we had more than a dozen screen monitors up there in the first place.
Well, that costs money to be there, so you must as well just use
Well, well, that's exactly right. And all of
it.
these monitors all showing a different picture. Because it's watching all the different places, ways out of town.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I don't
So
mind.
this,
But I
so
prefer
this
the
way we can,
drone thing anyway. So,
yeah. So this way, I mean, we can just watch the drone going up and seeing the sun going down,
mm,
and then the turning the drone, then you seeing all the lights coming up all the way along
hmm
all these barricades.
and this is to show that there's an enclosed space that people live under and being
Hmm.
watched, and this is what the conditions they live under, and everything they are not allowed beyond a certain barrier, and that'll
That's
be
right.
part of what the drone would be showing. Whether it cuts or not doesn't really matter, but yeah, that
Hmm.
is what.
But it also sets us up for the next scene
Mm.
and why Sean, Matthew, and Logan are doing what they're doing,
Yes, I like all that stuff too. Yeah.
right? Because
Yep.
in that way, they've got
Put him in the frame.
well, they've got to make sure they don't get spotted.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, that would be literally the whole purpose of how they're setting it up. I mean,
Mm.
they know there's going to be drones up there,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to stick to back alleys, cutting through people's yards, whatever, staying under tree cover, all kinds of stuff, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Got to show the limitations of the town. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a drone up high. Uh, okay, so we have a drone up high,
Yeah.
and it turns toward the sunset. So you're seeing the drone and the sunset.
That's a good one. Yeah. Good shot.
Okay.
And it gives you time as well. Time up there.
Okay, as the sun goes down, the drone slowly turns.
Mhm. I just got a flash on the fact that we all live on a moving planet, rotation,
A
rotating
spinning
around.
one that's also rotating in a spiral at the
I
same time.
know, man. It's just incredible because we live on this planet, just
Safely.
yeah. When I was a kid, I think I'd asked my dad, I said, when went to school, said does all that stuff at such a speed and centrifugal force, whatever the hell, And so I went home and said, well, how come we don't fall off? If we're moving and we're not standing still, how come we? And then he explained about gravity, and I went, wow, that's really cool, Dad. I remember that. I was in primary school. Mhm.
Right.
But then you stop thinking about it. You get on with your life, and then you forget that how amazing all this is. It's just that we just like drifting around in a whole space. It's just incredible. This little blue planet. Sorry, yeah, whatever. Yeah, the drone. Nice. This is
Okay.
the
So
night when Tanya takes. Yeah,
yeah. We'll get to that. We'll show them in a second.
my
Okay.
brain
So
is racing. You know that.
yeah, yeah. So we've got a drone up high, and we see the drone itself. It turns toward the sunset. So we're
Yeah,
seeing the sunset, and as the sun actually goes down, the drone slowly turns. And
yeah.
on the ground, we see what the drone sees, which is barricade after barricade lights
Yes.
light up along the streets that are heading out of the town.
The extremity of it all. Yeah.
Well, and that's exactly what the barricades are, is an extremity, and the
Yeah.
lights, because
Exactly.
every town has their outskirts,
Yeah.
right? And then any roads going out from there, they're going to have a barricade, and so
Yeah.
it would be like block, 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 you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
all the way around, you know. I get kind of like a Stonehenge, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. All being watched. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's no different than when there's cameras everywhere in the
Right now,
world. Yeah,
yes, there are.
exactly. So
Yes,
it's
there
not
are.
not something new.
Okay, so we're gonna have it going around until um, all of the barricades light up. So we'll literally see them all, and then we'll see a full picture of all of them at the same time.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Stepford wire or the house has lights come on at the same time, or just slightly delayed. Boom, 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 boom. The drone sees it all light up
Okay.
into infinity. Except it's not that at all. But there's a barrier somewhere that says, "Sorry, you cannot go outside." I'm rambling on here.
Okay. So now we're gonna go to Sean's house driveway.
The what? What?
Sean's house driveway,
Okay, that driver.
and of course it's twilight because even
Hmm.
though the sun has gone down, there is
Mm,
still some light.
yeah, dusk. Well, it's dusk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dusk. Got petrol up there in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here in the driveway at Sean and Tanya's house is Matthew hands backpacks to Sean, who packs them in the trunk,
Uh,
in the car trunk. It
Trying to
could just
remember.
it could just be a wooden trunk, you know.
The trunk, the boot.
No, that's
And
Britain. That's not Canada. Sorry. We do not use those words here. We don't use petrol either. It's gasoline.
no, well, whatever, but here we call it petrol. And we're not talking about the story either because I just got sidetracked. I was really asking you how you how you're going for it. Matthew
Okay.
Land backpack to Sean.
Who packs
And
them in the car trunk?
in the car trunk. Oh yeah, fair enough. The tent.
Okay. Then the tent
Mm-hmm.
and an extra backpack. And that'll be
Yeah.
one that has extra food and water and stuff like this.
Okay.
All those supplies. Because, I mean, they're not taking a cooler or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope they make it through all right. Going to love this family. My God. Yeah. Going stupid here. As you type. Morse code. It's not Christmas time, otherwise I'd be driving you crazy with that.
Alrighty.
It is very Christmas. Shut up,
Oh,
guys. Just shut up. Just stop it. I can't stop it.
okay. Now, if you were
Whatever.
doing, now if you were doing do 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 do, I might
Yeah,
get
but then
irritated.
yeah, bit of folio,
Cause I
the
already got the
folio.
I already got the answer here. You know, so it's no longer a Jeopardy question. Okay, so I have Sean shut the trunk, and from there, literally from there, we see Tanya and Logan are in the front seat of the car, and
Mhm.
then Matthew and Sean on either side get in the back doors.
Got it. Yes, I can see. Yeah, if I get sorry about I like to have my hat on. No one can see me. I'm reading from
Oh,
underneath. My little peepees is coming to the screen. Do, 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 do,
okay.
do.
So
God. Lucky no one's watching us. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
already
Okay,
no.
what are we up to? Aha, Kenya.
Okay, hang on.
Costa, Kenya does something. Looks back. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. She looks back. And she backs out of the driveway. In other words, they've pretty much said everything they got to say before
Yeah.
they left the house.
Yes. Oh, good. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Alrighty.
Can't
So,
wait for them to go on their journey. I want to know what happens to them.
alrighty.
Or
No,
and
I'm
that's
just
the
wondering.
thing going to do with them.
Yes, I'm just wondering. Did we have it as Sean's car? Yes, we did.
Mm.
So now we're inside Sean's car. Do do do. And well,
What kind
it's
of a
now
car does he have?
doesn't
The
matter
Jeep?
Whatever
Right.
car is available is what car will be used. Makes no
Right.
difference. Makes no difference
Make
at
sure his
all.
brain can't stop doing that.
Hey,
I'm joking, of course. No, no.
now if we want to write, now if we were to adapt this into a book, then we would worry about what kind of car they have,
Oh, that's yeah. This is different.
right?
We
This
just
is
take
in a
what cars
screenplay.
get.
In a
Yeah.
screenplay, it's different. It's whatever would be a standard family car.
Yeah. Yeah. Sedan.
Probably more a sedan than anything else.
Hmm. Where the cameras would fit, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Setups.
Okay. So yeah, she turns car on. Yeah. Okay. As Tanya pulls up to the corner stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, and Logan says, "Lights, Mom." Oops. But Tanya is thinking, well, maybe we should be trying to hide the fact that we're leaving. Um,
Mm. That's true. Yeah. Cloak.
and then Sean says, "Yeah, make it look normal,"
Yes. Make it, yeah.
because that
Make
would be
it,
the whole point here. Is there's nothing out of the ordinary, right? So it's not going to
mm,
make anybody suspicious of anything.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
They could even be taking that stuff out to the tip. Junk, for if they ever ask.
Well, yeah, but they're in a car.
Mm. Well, that's where you put your junk, isn't it? In a car?
No, at least okay. I don't.
Take it to the tip. But no, I don't really want to part with that. Leave it in the trunk. Leave it in the trunk. Okay, geez, what do we come here for? Tell me, anyway, whatever.
Nah, junk goes to the curb,
I've
man.
done that plenty of times. Yeah,
Junk goes to the
yeah, the
curb.
tip. Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. So
What the bloody taking all that rubbish back again? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. So now we have
No.
with Sean. He says same with at work.
Mhm.
Just shut down, get out, go.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Mhm. Makes it look normal. Oh, that is dialogue, yeah. Uh, looking back. That was the best one.
No looking back. Tanya teases.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Can you tease it? Sean shoots her. Ah, cheeky look.
Help if I didn't have too many O's in there.
No, no.
Alrighty.
Ah, okay. Lucky didn't.
Okay. Okay, so now we have exterior grocery store, back parking lot, nighttime. Alrighty, so Tanya pulls the car in this back parking lot, and she shuts off the lights in the car. She gets out with her work bag and heads inside.
Mm. Yes.
Okay, and then we're gonna see the trunk pops open. Because of course, yes, you can do this from inside your car.
Yeah.
What clearly frustrating.
Um, that's what I got one of these things that keep popping up all the time. Kill it. Kill it. Dead. Dead. Okay.
Okay, so of course, after the trunk pops open, Sean, Logan, and Matthew quickly get out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, so they grab all the gear out of the trunk and close the trunk quietly.
No, to not draw attention to the preposition at the end. No.
Okay, so they all move off quietly under a line of trees.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, so they're almost free of the light, but not quite. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Alrighty, so they're barely seen with the lot lights. Okay. So now is where we're gonna start setting them up into. I guess it would go down a back alley first, because that would be the most likely thing you're gonna have behind a grocery store.
Because she's hiding. Why is she down the back alley? Because
Tanya, no, this is the guys. Tanya has nothing to do with this. Tanya's already inside at work.
oh, okay, right.
Yeah. So
Tanya
Sean,
pulls the
Logan, and
car.
Matthew. Yeah, see, Sean, Logan, and Matthew have gotten out quickly, grabbed all
Right.
their gear, and closed the trunk, and they move off quietly under a line of trees,
Yeah.
where they're barely seen by the lot lights.
Yeah. Like, almost
Yeah.
invisible.
By the lights, not with the lights.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing
Creating.
how little words can make a huge difference, eh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Thing thing is, do we want to break these into scenes like exterior, back alley, exterior backyard, exterior alley until they get to where they're going?
Why? Explain.
Because they're going to be moving steady, right? Keeping to the shadows, stuff like this, all the way through. I mean, do we want to make that like it's almost like a one shot
Are they on
type?
foot?
Yes.
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
They're on foot. They're all carrying packs as well as the tent and an extra pack.
yeah, yeah. Furtiveness is what we're looking for, is it?
So, do we want that to run steady where, mind you, that would be pretty hard to film at night
Hmm.
to have it being a one shot type of thing. So we should
Yeah.
probably divide it into the individual locations, whether they're in a back lane
Mm.
or if they're in the backyard or if they
Mm.
cross a street or.
That'll show if they have moved,
And
progressed
well,
onwards.
but that's the point. We have to show that they have moved,
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Do it
and
that
they've
way, the ladder.
and they're moving, and their type of movement is stealthy.
Yeah, yeah, so, yeah, that's right. Then I'd say take three different shots of different places, them
Hmm.
crouching or whatever they do.
Okay, so where they are here,
Mm.
we will just continue them along the back alley.
Yes, yes. Mm. Yeah, I think so. You get all your shots in the one spot, I reckon. Yeah, area. Shot, shot,
Mm,
shot. Series of shots almost.
um, not really. No, not really, because we do have to show their motion and how they're moving.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Okay, so they continue on down the back alley. Down the dark back alley.
Or the darkest alley. Or the
Yeah.
or the black alley that nobody can be seen. And they go into this void and they never come back again. We never see them
Mm,
again.
never see them again. Okay.
So what's the
Okay.
music for Twilight Zone? Yeah.
I got something cool. I got something cool here.
Go. Go for it.
Okay. Um.
Call me with something.
Okay, so 3/4 of the way down the alley,
Hmm.
Matthew. Uh, Matthew's form hops over a fence.
What does it do again? Sorry, I missed it.
3/4 down the alley, Matthew's form hops over a fence without a backpack.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something over a tent.
No, over a
Okay.
fence.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
going to say okay, okay.
okay, over a fence.
Ah, a fence.
Yes,
A
he
fence.
jumps over a fence.
Yeah, I got it. Number- okay. And he jumps over a fence. That makes real sense too. I
Yes.
like that. Just some of the accents things. Although that was pretty clear. It really was clear. And It's just every now and then it kind of blurs the sounds. Nothing's perfect in this world.
Okay, so then what we have here is a backpack. Flies over the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Another, and
Before after him.
another, and another. So now we got 3 backpacks over the fence.
Fair enough. And no dogs barking? We don't have to say that. Because I'm a dog. Why did I think of that? Interesting person. God, I'm going stupid here. I'm having fun. You know, they say
Okay.
about idle hands. You're doing it with both hands,
Yes. Okay.
and I'm not. You know, so I
Okay.
don't have to
So
focus on it. So yeah,
okay. So um, the next is the form of Logan going over the fence,
yeah.
and then we're going to show Matthew in the backyard
Hmm.
catches catches Logan.
Uh, yeah. Logan is a 15-year-old kid, bloke, I can say.
Hmm.
Nobody knows
Okay,
that.
and then of course, and then he catches a fourth.
Who else is that? Matthew.
And then 10th.
Diane. That joke. Me up.
Okay, and then now we have Sean.
Oh,
Yeah, see, then Sean climbs over the fence and lands solid on the grass. And he says, "This used to be easier."
yeah, yeah.
Because we can't say I'm getting too old for this shit, because that's been so overdone.
I can relate to that. Walking
Hmm.
around here in the sunshine.
Yeah, this
Used to be
used
able
to
to
be
run it.
easier.
Now take it easy. I think I'm gonna have fish and chips today. I'm just gonna take a quick and take a close up. Sorry about this, but
Alrighty. So, they all get their packs on,
mm-hmm,
and Matthew swings the tent roll over his shoulder while Sean takes the extra pack.
mm-hmm. Stealth and furtiveness.
Yeah, they sneak across
That's working. But yeah.
2 backyards.
They're leaving the car in the parking lot, or the mother goes to work to allay all fear, suspicions, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, they leave the car and take their backpacks and furtively move away into another zone where they won't be found. We're lucky.
Exactly right.
They are.
Yeah. Um, okay. So after Sean said this used to be easier, they all get their packs on, right? Matthew takes the tent. Sean's got the extra
Mm-hmm.
pack, and they sneak across two backyards, keeping under as many trees as they can,
Mm-hmm.
because that way they're better hidden, at least from drones,
Yeah.
if
Mm-hmm.
nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Mm.
Okay, so they got between two houses. Matthew points across the street, and he talks quietly.
Getting one of those, trying to reconnect. Then make sure it's stay connection. Two breakdowns.
Okay, so and Matthew says, "See, the light's out." And Sean nods. Good man. In other words, for keeping your eyes open at a different time, but it's to their advantage now.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
So now they rush across the street. Darkened street because street lights out. So, and that's what they do. They like literally rush across a darkened street and snake right up the driveway, across the
Mm-hmm.
way into the.
Into the darkness.
I don't think we have to say across the way. Into the darkness.
Mm.
Now, from here, I'm kind of taking it at
Well,
the kind of things that are around the grocery stores that we have here, where the back alley they'd have trees. You can go through residential, or you can go through business. Either way. So this is why I'm kind of doing it residential, so we can work this way through literal backyards, which would basically take us to the outskirts.
mm. Yeah.
Because
And
a lot of the grocery stores are no longer in center of town.
I see. Yeah.
Most of them are farther out. So it's pretty much guaranteed you got to drive if you want to get groceries.
Yeah.
Walking it
So
is not going to
local.
be walking it is
Yeah.
not going to be easy at minus 30.
Yeah. Okay. Minus 30 what?
Minus
Minus
30
cold?
degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, minus 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So cold.
Oh,
Except this time of year, it is basically summertime.
mm. Mm.
Alrighty. So what we what we need to decide now is why do they have to be close enough to the barricade that somebody might see them?
I don't know. I wouldn't put them next to the barricades so they can be seen. I would move them away to alternative. What would that be? Is that what we're saying?
Okay. Well,
Or do you have a plan for them to
well
be
the
next to a
thing
barricade? What's a barricade look like?
Well, each barricade
Like
is going
they
to be
can get
different.
up and
Most of them
out.
have sawhorses with boards across them, stuff like this that they can move for a vehicle to get through, or stuff like that. Um, but the
I know.
point on this one is that we do need somebody to actually see them. So there's
Yeah.
got to
You
be a
want them to be
reason,
seen for a purpose.
right? So I mean, we can't have them just walk out into like an empty field, right?
No, that's right. Exactly.
Because, you know,
There has to be a
but
purpose, a reason.
if there's a river there and they
Mm.
need to get across the bridge,
Yeah. Okay. Bring
that
them
might
out in the
work.
open. Yeah, that'll do. I like
I
that.
mean, it's got to be
Makes
it'll
it
be enough in
natural.
the open with probably not very many lights on them. If it's a small town bridge, there aren't going to be a lot of lights, right? That kind of thing.
It's a point of risk. That's at one point of risk, a
Well,
risk.
that's right.
So they have to
It's
come out from the.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah, it's their first hurdle.
yeah, that's what I would say. Suggest. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because if we,
So, do we
yeah,
want
they
it to
can't have
be?
easy going to get where he wants to go. Yeah,
Well, that's exactly right. Exactly right. Um, this is it's got to be a journey, plain and simple, and not
yeah,
necessarily easy. I mean, some parts will be just
that's right.
dragging your butt,
Right.
walking, carrying your gear.
Yeah, yeah.
But in this particular case, or is it because they have to get across a certain way to get to their starting point where they've marked on their map how to get to where they need to go. But either way, they've got to cross a road. They've got to cross something here, or at least come out of a backyard
We're
or in
starting.
or an alley or something. But they have
Yeah.
to get to that starting point over there.
Because it's on their map.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that
That
sounds
works.
reasonable.
That works.
Yeah,
So then we'll have it coming
natural.
off.
Oh yeah, they didn't say it was out. The bridge was up there. I thought it was down this end. Where,
I'm thinking. I'm trying to lay out the type of landscape they're moving through. Right? Your physical, whether it's you know, somebody's yard, or is it like a bush? Is there because even around towns, even for example around here, you'll find all kinds of places where you have a little, just a little for mini forest, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of
A
thing,
clump.
or through somebody's yard who has a lot of trees, or stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'll have to be outside of the town.
That this is the point where it shows them that they are out there now. You right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And that would be
So
your first thing. We've shown them, creeping through the town. Now this shows them progress that they are out of town now, and this is their first hurdle. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be so exposed.
but not necessarily. Well, I think they knew it was going to be exposed. The
Yeah.
point was that they got to figure out a way to get around it. Okay, so I'm going to assume, like most places, there are ditches.
Ditches.
There's ditches, yes. There's things like railway lines. Um,
Right.
hmm.
Well, are they gonna jump in?
No, they're not going to do that because they're heading cross country. But they do need to hit their starting point to make sure that they're in line for where they need to go. By the compass, right?
Well, yeah, they have to know it. These are points of reference where they know they turn left or right, or you know what I mean, that sort of thing. Direction, without asking someone.
Okay, so what we're going to do is mm,
I would just plonk them there and come out of a shrubbery, and all of a sudden they go. They know this is the first point. We have to cross that bridge. But some dialogue, if you want, I don't know. But you say, well, we might be seen. Well, we'll have to take that risk, won't we? We have to go to get to a
okay,
certain point, and that's just the dialogue. That'll
simple as
take you
that.
there. Yeah,
There we go. Exterior clump of trees.
yeah, yeah. Camera will work for them.
Okay, so we're going to have Sean and Matthew.
Mm. Yeah, we have to cross that bridge. That's a must, yeah. We must cross the bridge. Oh, I didn't know
Okay,
it's going to be
so
so exposed.
what they're going to do in because
Risky.
they're still within the trees here.
Mm-hmm.
Sean and Matthew check the map with the compass.
Yeah. Just show them that they're using a compass. When you see a needle go, doing one of that, That's all you got to do is once or twice to do that sort of junk. Insert,
Okay, so we're going to have Logan creeps ahead. Okay, see, so Logan creeps ahead. He moves the branch, and beyond is the lit up blockade
Mm.
or barricade.
Mm. There a moon. They help too sometimes. The moon.
And then he creeps back to the guys. Okay. So we got the lit up barricade and 2 guards. So he creeps back to the guys.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You sure? Oops. Matthew. Shouldn't there be more?
Check the map. Ahead. Needs right beyond is the lit up barricade and 2 guards. All right, so we have a checkpoint. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
He creeps back to the guard. There's 2. You sure? Shouldn't there be more? They all got something to say. Mhm.
Okay. So Sean says, I'm guessing they assumed no one would try to leave after this long. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, right. So because they got barricades and checkpoint.
And they've had them for quite a
That's
while.
where, yeah, they're established, well established.
Mm-hmm.
They have to come out in the open behind, in the surrounds, cross a paddock or something, to cross a bridge, Farmer Brown's land.
Well,
Uh,
no, they don't need to necessarily cross a bridge, but they do need to get to a point that's over there, which means they have to cross this street. Either way,
he's crossing street now. All right.
you know, they have to actually cross the road and get past their barricade without getting seen,
Mm-hmm.
because the rest of it around the town could be barbed wire or whatever, right?
Yes, right, yeah.
Or tripwired. you know,
Big
I
trap.
mean, all kinds of electronics do exist, right? So, I mean, they got to get
Yeah.
through where the gate is.
Yes. Mm. Indeed. Indeed.
And since they're not not very well built,
Mm.
I would think would be the reason why, they just use whatever they have at hand.
Mm.
You don't have to build a permanent structure in order to stop the traffic from going.
That's right, yes. Mm.
you know, it's they're going to use as little manpower as possible, and give them as little resources as
Mm, mm,
humanly possible, right?
yeah.
Because I mean,
Well,
it's not military.
no.
That's the point. It's not military. It's, you know, this is it's run by corporations,
Mm-hmm.
right? The
Yeah.
whole world is run by corporations. Well, corporations are all about not losing any money,
Of course. Yeah.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
okay. So what we'll do is we'll have the guys um, move out of the trees down into the ditch,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll creep along the ditch, and then when one of them, goes to take a, go to the washroom or something,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's when they'll cross.
All right. Yeah. Take that moment when they can.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And maybe the one going, going,
Yeah.
seeing as they're guys, they can stand up to go to the washroom. Um, Maybe that's the one that sees them but chooses to keep his back turned to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good. You got to
Mm-hmm.
do that
Okay.
sometimes. I think that'll work. Yeah. The natural changeover, change of the guard. Changing of the guard. Mm. One ducks into the loo before he starts work. And the other guy paying attention to get off out of there. So nobody's watching the road at that time, that moment. Human, human nature.
Okay. So we have Matthew first, then Sean, then Logan. Uh, Creep out of the trees
Hmm.
and down into the ditch.
Mm.
Okay. Sean moves ahead
Hmm.
and gestures the boys to stay low.
Hmm.
Um, and to follow.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Okay, so on hands and knees, almost on hands and knees.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, the three quickly move closer to the barricade. They stop at the sound of voices.
Mm.
um, do we want to have these guys say? Do we want to hear the voices, or do we want to just see the actions?
Just the action. I
Okay.
have a few, unless we have use of those two people, they
Okay.
can have a conversation or not talk at all. But it depends what we're going to paint in later. But we can come back to that point and know that there's a couple of actors there, or guards, whatever, if need be. Who knows? But at this point in time, less talk, more action.
Okay. So up on the road,
Hmm.
we're gonna see one of the guards head off. Um, maybe with a roll of toilet paper.
With the what? With the
With a roll of toilet paper.
oh,
That way we know he's going to be gone for a few minutes.
yeah, yeah.
That leaves only the one guy up on the
Yeah,
road.
that's pretty crappy scene.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's very low. Yeah. I mean, not because of that, but it's not very organized, is it? If you wanted to show that, that would also do that double take on it too. Like this company is supposed to be, with nice with toilets and things like that. For the staff.
Okay.
Unless he came back for the toilet paper. The guy said, "Oh, I'm going." And there's that
Okay.
moment
Hang
that
on.
no one's going.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Do, 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 do. Okay. I'm looking for the name.
Or
Of
otherwise, sorry, the dialogue, you say, "Oh, I'm going to the loo. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm off then."
Well, he doesn't have to say nothing because he's pulled out toilet paper. I think
I'm
everybody knows what's
saying,
going on. He doesn't have
I
to say
know,
anything.
I am saying, if you didn't want to show the toilet paper, which I don't like, you know, um, as an alternative is the dialogue, because I did say no dialogue, but to
Okay.
show the toilet paper, I don't care. So you got two options there. You can choose. I don't care.
Well, the simple fact is, this is the first writing. We're going to be doing a lot of other stuff. We will
Yeah,
be coming back and doing, a complete run through it and making changes and stuff, right?
yeah, of course.
Okay, so what name did we give the guy who is going to be the guard that knows Tanya?
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. The toilet paper guy.
No, 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 no. It's not going to be. No. This guy is going to be the guy who stays on the road. But he tells the other guy, take it over there, take it downwind or whatever.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I don't mind. I just do
Well,
what
no,
you.
because then that gives us a complete range, like a complete description of what's going on without somebody literally saying they got to go take a dump.
Yeah, I know. So go for it. Do
Do, 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 do,
you
do.
choose? I don't
There we
care.
go. Ex-boyfriend is Bucky.
It's Bucky, that's the name. Yeah.
Bucky.
Bucky, the ex-boyfriend. BF.
Alrighty, so um, Okay. Okay, so we're up on the road. Alright. Da, 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 da. The other guard, Bucky, who is mm, 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 mm. Okay. So they time it so that the guard strolls the other way and they run.
Mm.
He conveniently turns his head. Does he recognize them? Yes. That was our notes, right?
Ah, mm.
Mm-hmm. So this guy is obviously going to be, um, same age as, Tanya
Sean.
or Sean,
Yeah. Mm.
which of course I did not put on here.
Mm.
Well, son of a gun.
Yeah.
That does that doesn't help any. Alrighty. So we'll do our brackets
Sure. Hop
and
in
come
and
back.
read.
Right, exactly.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. Um, okay. A little bit.
Take it downwind, man. Yeesh.
Yeah, careful. Mm. You want his age, don't you?
Yeah.
Just look up.
In other words, about the same age as Sean and Tanya.
Okay. I'll scroll up. Here you go. Sean, 45. Tanya, 43.
Okay. And then we'll make,
Work it out.
well, may as well make them 44 then.
Yeah, yeah. Mm, sounds good.
And of course, we'll fill in more details on what he looks like.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, so Sean turns to the boys and mouths, Bucky. So obviously he's from town. Everybody they know who he is,
That's
right?
right, yeah. He's been a member of the town, for a while now. He's been
Alrighty.
enlisting or whatever in this job. He used to be a lower, who knows? I'm just making it up as I go. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Alrighty. So Sean
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he nods.
Mm.
Okay, so near the barricade, Matthew peeks up
Mm.
onto the road.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Okay, so um,
All right.
alrighty. So Bucky has his back to them, which is cool. That'll work. That'll work out. And then he starts to turn back down the road toward town. Right? He's looking back.
Yeah.
Um, right, and his eyes catch a movement, and at the same time, you get Matthew, Logan, and then Sean hurry up the side of the ditch and quickly cross the road
Mm-hmm.
and down the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Mm.
Okay, so we're gonna see that Bucky watches them
Oh, okay.
and turns toward the other guard.
Yes, and then let's see. Back to them. Nice cat movement.
You know, get your ears in gear, buddy. You know, we don't have all night. But this is because, but Sean and them have gone across the road to the same side of the road where that other guard is,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
So what he's doing is he's aimed that way, basically yelling at the buddy to get it in gear. You don't have all night.
Mhm. Yeah.
which covers the sound of what
That's
Sean and the boys are doing, but it also warns Sean and the boys that there's somebody over on their side.
that works
So I think that'll work out pretty good.
very. It will. Yeah. That suits our purposes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in the far ditch. So Matthew exaggerates with a, hand across his brow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
that's
me
what I
have
thought.
a look.
2 days. Uh,
Yeah. Let's, yeah.
all right. That works. That works. That works. Okay. So Matthew exaggerates, with a hand across his brow, like, we made
Mhm.
it. And then they quickly move down the ditch until they reach a copse of trees, steal up the bank and out of sight.
And they're gone. Good.
Now you owe me.
yeah.
That's what Bucky says to himself.
Mm.
And I think that's going to work out pretty darn good. Because
Mhm.
from here now, we get to take it off onto. Then we'll have Andrew Olivia scene after this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be obviously after this point is when Bucky is gonna go and confront Tanya with all of
That,
this and
that's
with
right. Yeah.
wanting to see the papers and all this other good stuff. And are you kidding? I
Yeah.
can't show you their papers. Their papers are with them. They have to have them in case they need to show them.
Yeah. 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 All right. That'll do, hey?
Yeah. So
So,
that's turned out to be nice.
yes, that's one hurdle.
2,
Hmm.
3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A good three good solid pages.
Yeah, how many pages are we up to now?
Well, actually, almost 4 pages. Um. Okay, so we're now on page 39, I think. Oh, bottom half of 38. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good because the Olivia and Andrew scene that we'll put in here, I think will just be something very simple. They'll be out and they'll be picking stuff outside.
Yeah,
So we'll just see them doing their normal, whatever it is they're gonna do, right?
that's right. Right.
Without any dialogue or anything else. They're just living their life, right?
Yes, yes.
Yep, yep, yep. So I think that'll work out great.
That'll be a nice
Yeah.
section.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like
And look at that. Almost an hour and a half again. It seems to be an hour and a half
Ah,
seems to be our normal, you know?
it does. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Ah,
so I'm gonna save this work here.
good
And
idea.
then we'll stop sharing it. Yep, yep, yep. Close that. Then I can expand this so we can actually see each other properly. Yeah. See, this kind of the cool thing about this kind of breakdown is we can do this now, but when we're going to come back through later after it's all done writing, we're going to come back through and start tearing apart things
Yeah,
that we know we could do better on.
that's right.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's just,
that we could expand it,
yeah,
we could build it up, we could make it stronger,
yep.
or we can set tone, a
That's
specific tone that we
that.
want on something.
Yeah.
And that's all part of the rewriting stuff, which we have just as much fun with as we have writing in the first place.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Because what we
Keep
have now,
the monkey stuff going. What you're
yeah,
doing. Yes.
exactly, because this is our blueprint. This is the blueprint.
That's
You know,
good. That's right. Yeah.
you know, the outline is the plan. This is the blueprint, and then you come
That's
back and you make all your modifications and your clear ups and your. This is
yeah.
where all your extra doodads come in. You know,
Yeah.
your fine points and all that other good stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Which that's
There's
the
not much
fun
point.
part.
Not much point doing it now because then you'll find at the end that we shouldn't have done this. We should have done that. That kind of thing. So let's get the blueprint down, get
Well,
it
yeah,
done, and then we
especially.
know. But by the time we're finished, we've got ideas already in our heads about what we
Well, yeah,
want to do.
and especially once we get to the end and we really know who our characters are,
Yeah,
we
that's
can sit
very
there and
important.
say, like, wait a minute, if he's like this, there's no way he would have done this or said this
I know.
earlier on. So that's got to
Exactly.
modify.
You'd never do that. Yeah. Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. But
Exactly.
this one, he, because remember we talked right up front about the traits and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So there'll
That's
be
right.
ways of applying things like that or changing them to suit whatever's. So we're
You
flexible, in other words.
yes, you got to make the adjustments
Yes.
to make it to fine tune the script.
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
make it as strong as it can be, or in our case, as entertaining as it can be.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So it's going to be lots of fun, needless to say, and we're
Oh,
just going to just keep on trucking at it. Um,
yes. I'm starting to
because
like it better now. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because at the rate we're going, and you know what, we will have this done by summertime, completely done.
Northern Hemisphere summertime. Yeah.
And this is, well, yes, exactly, exactly.
There's more to the world than just
North,
one place.
okay, North American summertime
Yes.
is
Yeah.
is when we'll have this. How it'll
When
be, the
North,
script should be done, and
Northern
and
Hemisphere. Mm.
and this is only working on it an hour, hour and a half, once
Mm.
a week,
Yes. Which
once a
can
week.
be. Mhm.
So, you know, imagine. I mean, Kaz and I have definitely written scripts, a full script, fully meshed out,
Yeah,
fleshed out in a month.
yeah, that's right.
You know,
I've said
if we know
we
who
did
our
it for fun.
characters are,
Yeah,
I know, but if we know who our characters are and what
yeah,
our story is
yeah, that's right.
before we start, and that's outline or not,
That's right. Oh,
doesn't
yes.
matter. We can,
Didn't have
uh,
an outline. Yeah,
each of us can write a screenplay in a month. But
yeah,
even as a team, we can do it in a month.
yeah, that's
You
right.
know, and maybe even sooner because we catch so many different things
Yeah,
between us
yeah,
that
that's
like no, that's a rookie. Don't do it.
yeah. So,
And we
uh,
both do that.
yeah, we both
Yeah,
know that.
well, it's fun.
We've been doing it for long enough now. Gee,
Oh
20
yeah,
years on this. Yeah.
yeah. I think a little bit longer now. It's been more than 10 years.
Oh, I think so, mate. Yeah. Oh, 20,
Mm-hmm.
well, 2008 when we first met.
Well, yeah, and it was what 2010 we started
No,
writing together.
2009 we started to write together.
Yeah, nine. Yeah, 9, 10. It was
I
that
know,
winter time. It was. It
don't
was
know
that.
what I was doing at
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
I
It was.
stopped
It
doing that
was.
to do this. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yep. So there we go. I mean, we've been going almost. You know,
Yeah.
another couple of years. It'll be 20
Will
years.
be 20 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. And now we're doing this. And
Yeah.
we're just like coasting at the moment, you
Yeah.
know,
Well, yeah. 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 But in the meantime,
and
you're.
enjoying it, to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's
But in the meantime, you're writing the new script, the new book.
that's right. Finished one book, writing another book. I got about 10 in my head, a few with notes everywhere for all of these
we
things. And
we always have ideas in our heads, always.
yeah.
You know, but for the
Like,
moment, I
which one should I do first? Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you, for the moment, what I'm doing is I'm taking all my sci-fi scripts and adapting them into books.
Yeah, you're taking the scripts and adapting to book
Yes,
form.
in as
Me, I've
with as
taken
few
Scotland.
with as few modifications as humanly possible.
Hmm.
So there won't be anything that's in the book will be in the screenplay.
Yeah.
It'll just be explained a little bit more, or if you know what I mean.
First out. Yeah.
Right,
And,
but it'll still be the exact same thing that's in the script.
and I've taken one script that I'm using it for to AI. My,
Yes,
my
you
plan
bet.
um, um, is to make a complete feature-length movie with AI, and I'm testing the
Piece by
system
piece,
at the moment. Hmm?
piece by piece.
Yes, and I kind of, it's up to about 30 seconds now, and I thought, and they always keep improving things, so I'm kind of hanging out. I'm playing with that, but I was focusing more on getting that book done,
First,
because I
yeah,
have a
yep,
real good outline for that. Mm,
yes, yeah, and you had
yeah,
started that long before.
yeah, I started that last year,
Hmm.
so I should get, and I am, I'm moving on it.
And
But
that's gonna be a
it's a,
fun story. That's a
it,
fun story. That one.
it, it's a mythical romantasy. How did I start on that? Because I said to Tiffany, and I said, okay, I'm going to write a book, right? They go, yeah, right, in the kitchen, whatever. I said, okay, no, hang with me. I said, look, what genre is the most popular? And they said, oh, romance. I said, oh, God, me and romance. I'm a comedian, and, well, I do a rom-com. I said, I want to write a book. I can't see. So what I did do was I had one idea, and I took it from there, and it evolved into a thing with the Greek gods,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's kind of like I'm playing with the whole thing, and it's fun. It's turning into, and we've had three different genres, haven't we? We talked about it, but I've
Yeah.
ended up with mythical romantasy because I'm trying to sell the bloody thing when it's done. So I'm adding that. Oh, the romance in it. Oh my God, But I'm trying not to
Well,
be too corny in the whole thing,
well, the thing
because
is,
I'm
it could just as easily be a mythical rom com.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's right. But the word romance, romantasy, is the selling word into the marketplace for book selling. So
Okay.
somebody that's why I'm doing it that way. I could call it the other shit too. But I thought, I'll hang with the
Well,
buzzwords.
okay. Granted, I mean, I'm more used to doing the script, so it would be rom com. In a book form, it's romantasy.
They call it romantasy, which is it's a joining of fantasy
Yes.
and romance, and that's what I've been writing.
Well, that's
But
right.
it's got the mythical things in there, the playing
That's
with the gods. So
yeah, that's right. But what I'm getting at is in book form, that's what you would call it. In a script form, it would basically be supernatural, rom
that's
com,
right, exactly. Yeah, fantasy.
or mythical rom com.
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
You put them all in these days if you want. Oh,
Well,
did I
yeah, but
tell you?
you don't want to put in too many
Mm, you
because then it
know,
says because then it just says you don't know what you're actually writing because it's so mixed up. You're not following the tropes of any one type.
that's one way of looking at it. But also see them when they're telling it. If you go to Netflix, it's got all those genres, and I go, oh yeah, 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 I like that, so I'll watch it.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah. Because they'll pull every type of genre that it could possibly be perceived as, but that
Yeah,
isn't necessarily
and
what the actual
it
script
isn't.
writer called it, right?
Mm.
Those the genres have become almost more like buzzwords, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
If you know what I
That's
mean.
what I. That's why I went straight to the chase with Tiffany. I said, okay, you know about that.
Hmm.
What is it? What's the go out there in the marketplace? Oh, but so romance sells heaps. And I thought, well, why don't I write something towards that, even if I don't think I'm very good at it, but maybe it is, maybe it is. So I end up with all these like
Hey,
magical themes, and it's really nice. I actually like
hey,
it.
the second you added comedy to it,
Yeah,
you were gold.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't help myself. And I made my character, you know, more like myself in a way, in some ways. Like, how can I don't know how to describe
Oh,
my
being a
character.
cheeky bugger.
Yeah, exactly. Down to earth, calls a spade and doesn't
Yes.
take the nonsense. Very Australian in a lot of ways.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
and it is a cheeky type of humor as
I'm
well.
not a little princess to begin with. Yeah.
Well, that's right. Exactly. You've pulled.
Has an arc, of course. Yeah.
Well, yeah. You've pulled out character traits that are going to give her a really good character arc.
Yeah. Impulsive, all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but where you started her compared to where it's already building now,
I
the
know.
arc is already moving like crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I haven't even read the last bit.
No.
You've been doing.
Oh, I've got DNA markers. I'm keeping those
Hmm.
and doing all that stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
I thought
I
I'd.
can't. I'm going to enjoy reading it.
I don't know. But it has evolved into something. But the arc that's really important is so many markers that I have to have in my head
Mhm.
that she fulfills all of these things and not and you've got to get the tone right and likable without being too prissy, this and that, you know. So yeah, it's got to be a likable personality. That's what I want. I wouldn't write any
Yeah.
other way.
Yep. Yep.
Mm,
Yep. And well, the Descendant Past
mm,
miniseries that we wrote together, um, that is another one that is out of the ordinary genre mixing.
that's right,
It's
exactly.
completely different. But this is the first book that I'll be putting out because of transferring it over.
Mm,
And well, if anybody wants like a little bit of a sneak preview of what it's about, just go onto YouTube, look up Ventura's Innovative Pictures,
mm,
and you can go to the. That'll take you to the website
mm.
for the company, and you just go through and you'll see the write up for it.
That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And well,
We
hey,
got to do something about that.
good things
Marketing.
moving ahead. I know, but
Yeah,
good things moving ahead. We just keep on trucking. Nothing stops us.
I'm having so much fun with mine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
with
Well, that's
ours.
the whole point. That I think that's why we get along so well is because we
Right.
both just love to be writing, and we're
Yeah.
both inventive. We're both creative,
Yes.
and neither one of us minds learning a whole different angle or a
Oh,
whole different type
all
of
the
genre.
all the time. Yes. Yeah.
All the
Something
time.
new.
Got to do it. And I mean, even into different forms of writing. I mean, I've done masses of TV writing, and no problem at all.
Nah, nah. We're not afraid of anything. That's the thing. We're curious about anything new. That's why I'm playing with the AI because it's new, and I want to
Well, yeah,
see how far it can go. Will go because I curiosity and my background is tech, so that's
yeah,
always been.
totally.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Way back then.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Way
way back
back at the
in the 90s.
beginning of tech, you were in it.
Yeah. Mm. I was big
You
time
know?
then. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I know
Very
it.
big. Worldwide, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You were
That was
teaching them.
so long
You
ago,
were
though.
teaching. You were teaching the companies how to do the tech.
I did indeed, yeah. I used
You
to teach
know?
them how to use internet and all that kind of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I taught telecom
Yeah.
how their staff. I trained their staff, and
Mm-hmm.
I trained the bank, Commonwealth Bank, all the banks, in, area. That was everything was natural to me. Seemed to
Yeah.
be, like it's a natural progression, I should say.
Which is what
And
makes me really laugh, because I'm
mm.
exactly the opposite.
I know this is the crazy part,
but
isn't it? Yeah,
but this is why we work so good as a team, because we
yeah, yeah.
aren't the same.
Mm,
We come at things with whole completely different angles, and this is
true.
why we can make such
Yeah,
um massive leaps in our screenwriting together,
yeah.
because we
Imagination is.
we've got two completely different perspectives we're running everything on,
That's right.
which
Yep.
works just perfectly. And I mean, that's always how it's been done, old school.
Yeah, yeah.
Even when, I mean, the first scripts I typed up, I did them on a typewriter.
I tried not to laugh when I first now learned, but
Yeah.
that is very cool also because you know. But in 1983, I got my first computer, and the first thing I wanted was um, a word package,
A word processor.
word processor. Yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
did, and it's called ProWrite at that day, and I was like, orange screen. I was like, oh, this is so much fun, Couldn't get me off the bloody computer all day, all night on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I was
Well,
doing
see,
that, and I was programming and doing all sorts of stuff, loving it
yeah.
to death.
And at about the same time, I used to type in games for people
Yeah,
on their
yeah,
computers. because I was that good of a
I did
typist.
it too, but not
No, but I was
professionally.
that good of a typist. They would hire me to come and
Yeah,
program their games for them.
mm,
So I'm
yeah,
betting, considering it's literally just watch and type, watch and type because you're reading as you're typing.
yeah.
Probably it's probably why it turned me off of computers,
Oh, really? Yeah.
because to me that was is
That
that
turned
it?
you on.
To me it was, is that it? I can type.
No, it was never that it with that.
No, well, no, but in me,
For
that's
you.
the only part I saw of it was people wanting games.
Mm. There's a
And
lot more than games
to me,
to it.
well,
A
yes, it
lot
is
of
now.
progress.
It is now, but it also at that, if I had been a programmer, I would have seen the difference, but I wasn't.
Well, I was a programmer too, but I
Yes,
did
I know you
I
were.
did HTMLX and all of that, and there was
Hmm.
Pascal. There was all sorts of C, C plus, C plus plus, all that kind of stuff. But now it's all it's Python and things like that. It's all
Well,
different. Yeah.
now it all gets programmed for you.
Hmm?
Now it's
Yeah.
all programmed for you.
Yeah.
But back at that time, to me, the computer be to me all I saw it was just a gaming thing, and I would have to type that up, and it's like, well, you know what? I got better use of my time.
Well, there was word processors, and you
Hmm.
learned to write scripts.
Well, yeah. Well, I ended up doing what I want to do anyway, but
You did.
doesn't doesn't matter because at that
I'll
time, at
get
that
there one way or the other.
yeah,
That
but
is
that
absolutely
time
for
at that age, you know, I did not have the time to be on a computer. I was
sure.
working two jobs, raising a kid.
Mm,
So, that's just the way it is.
yeah. I quit my jobs just to do this shit.
Yeah, well, I did not have a computer at home. I couldn't afford one.
Mm.
So,
So I built a shop.
well, of course
So
you
I
did.
had a lot of computers.
Yes.
Which one?
You
Which
had
one?
every computer you could
I
ever
had
want.
everything, every new computer, every this, all of the, consumable, everything you could possibly want. A gadget for this and one for that, and a brand new camera, two
And a
thousand
program
dollars,
for that. And
50 pictures, yeah.
yep.
And that was like that was a Canon actually. And we had a shop, and they'd bring all their gadgets to my shop because
Yes.
I was just like a gadget person.
Well, yeah.
Like
You
except it
know,
was more than a gadget thing, but
well,
anything
if you
new,
want to,
any technology, I was the one.
well,
So
that's right, because they knew you would put it through its paces.
I used to film, edit, write the scripts, did all that stuff, how to use how to all sorts of things. Anything I wanted to do, I made sure it happened. That's what I
Yep.
did
Yepper.
whatever. Then I went to university.
And that's a whole different story, my friend.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
There's
Yep.
another
Yep.
book coming out about what I did. Yeah,
Hmm.
one of these
So,
days.
okay. So on that note, I
So,
guess we should finish up for tonight.
yeah, that was nice having a little bit of chat too.
Yeah, it's
Variety.
always it's always
Yeah,
fun.
we
Hey,
always
we'd
usually
hey,
wander into this zone
if
anyway.
if I did not shut us down,
Mm.
we'd be going for hours and hours and hours.
Oh,
So
we were definitely, definitely.
I'm gonna shut us down because I need some
I
more
think that's
coffee.
a very, very good idea.
I need some more coffee.
And then we'll talk later after.
So everybody,
Uh,
have yourselves a great weekend, and like, subscribe, share the stuff around to any of your friends who might want to be writers, or maybe some that already are writers that might need some help.
if anybody wants something, any questions, you know where to just type something in and we'll get back
Yeah,
to you.
you you know where to find us.
With your email or whatever. Yeah. We don't mind.
Well, no,
And
they can just
that'll
put
give you something to do.
they can just type their actual question in the comments. That's the
That's correct.
easiest way that guarantees we're gonna see it.
That's exactly what I was saying,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And you will
And I will be setting up. I will be setting up links to the VIP Ventures Innovative Pictures for the website. I'll be getting that all set up in the YouTube
yeah,
and in the about and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So a lot of some back end work to do on that.
I am sort of holding back at the moment because I have bad Wi-Fi because of my travelling,
Mm-hmm.
but on
It's
Sunday
really
I go
good tonight.
to, yes, I don't want to host it because that could be the,
Yeah,
uh,
well, that might be the day that it decides not
yeah.
to work. Yeah.
And I'm thinking of doing some recording and just put it on my channel sort of
Oh, for
thing.
sure. For
Yeah,
sure. Go for it. The
yeah.
more the merrier, you know?
I have an idea.
But anyway,
I have an idea.
we
Yeah.
will leave that for next weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
So, everybody have a great one, and we'll see you next week.